This is a heart-to-heart reading by Maria Hurtado. The music you can hear in the background is Kimberly and Alberto's Rivera music, and I hope you enjoy it. But before I start with the reading, let me just say that I think the best way to benefit from these heart-to-heart card readings is to take a moment to stop, to allow yourself the time to simply pause any external activity and decide, make a choice to invest in your inner life. So again, this is a time to make a choice that is going to be beneficial for your well-being at different levels, emotional, maybe physical, and why not? Maybe even financial. Why do I say that? Well, because the card I've got in front of me says, running from risk. And it is based on a lie. Let me just read what the card says. I seriously struggle when considering change or taking risks. Maybe you've just listened to that sentence and cannot see anything wrong with it. Maybe your parents, you grew up in a family where you were never encouraged to try new ways or choose new paths. Maybe taking risks was not their family dynamics. They were very traditional, conservative in their choices. And you just learned a lifestyle, which in your eyes is probably correct, just as it was correct in your parents' eyes. Maybe it is something that you also learned at school. Maybe your teachers were not too challenging. Maybe you were never stretched to do things in different ways. You were allowed to continue with your known familiar paths, and that was okay for everybody. So you were never exposed to having to take a risk or having to learn a different way. And here you are now, listening to me, thinking, why should I change that? Well, let me invite you into this activity and consider your heart as if it was a garden that you're going to be observing. You're going to be observing your own heart, and you're standing there in front of your garden, and you see all the beautiful plants that grow there, all very unique, very different from each other. And you see the bushes, the same, different shapes and forms, and they're all beautiful. All the choices you've made in your life create this garden. All the areas of growth in your life create this garden. And it is busy. It is a garden. It looks beautiful. However, you look deeper, closer, and there are empty patches. Those are the patches where nothing grows. Nothing grows because the opportunities full of potential that presented themselves into your life were never chosen. You chose not to take them in your life. You closed the door on them. That could have happened at different levels. Maybe it happened at relationships level. Maybe there were situations where you felt too frightened to jump into a relationship, or you felt too frightened to address issues and jumped out of our relationship, or you simply opted out. You kept yourself to yourself because it was the safest place to be. I don't know what shape it took in your life, but maybe there were relationship opportunities that you never took, and now there is emptiness there. Maybe the opportunities came at your job, at your workplace. They could have presented themselves in the shape of a change of career, but you were too used to the familiar. You've always been this job. It feels so easy and comfortable. Why change? What is there in change? So you decided to stay where you were. Maybe the opportunity was a job promotion, more responsibility, more risk. Maybe you could make wrong choices, wrong decisions, and then what? The fear of not doing it properly was too big to overcome, and you chose not to. Well, if you look at your garden, those are the empty patches. The good news is that it doesn't matter what you did in the past. It doesn't matter the choices you made yesterday. It is today that counts. It is this divine moment of transformation that counts. And how does it happen? Well, just by listening to the truth. The truth is, I let go the need for a safe and predictable path. You're free to choose to let go of that fear. Never mind about the past. Think about today. Think about the choices, the opportunities full of potential that are all around you today. Relationships or job opportunities. Anything else that I'm not thinking of, but you are. Allow yourself the freedom to let go of the fear. Maybe you want to say with me that I release myself to the flow of life. I experience a new inner freedom to create dynamic and constructive change. Make it a choice of your will today. Make the choice to create a new path in your life. Release yourself to grow. Allow that garden to grow new plants, new bushes. Allow yourself to do it wrong, to get it wrong. Make mistakes. That's part of the process. It's even part of the fun. You don't need to be perfect. But you're meant to grow. And you're meant to be free. So release yourself into this freedom to become who you are, to become who you've always been. Let go of the fear that is not allowing that growth to happen in your life. Engage the freedom that you feel in your heart right now, the sense of adventure, the sense of excitement. This is what life is about.